welcome very much to the Europe House. We refurbished it. We gave it a new name. We wanted to make it your house. I hope you'll get inspired here. I hope you'll get motivated here. We hope you'll learn here, and we hope you'll have fun here. The young generation knows how to do this stuff better than us.
Quindi il futuro è nelle nostre mani, nelle vostre e nelle nostre. Non perdiamo la speranza, perché l'Unione Europea ha bisogno di lavorare insieme alla Macedonia del Nord e di fare in modo che la Macedonia del Nord partecipi un futuro alla storia della costruzione della nuova Europa.
In what ways may we expect help and support for this enormous problem, the air pollution that we're dealing with right now?
Being in the process of joining EU and then being a member of EU, you have to commit to certain environmental standards. You have to prepare institutions. You have to follow the rules, and that increases the environmental standard. And you wouldn't have pollution like you have here.
What do you say is the reason for the sudden increase in anti-European sentiment in European countries?
E in fondo l'origine della costruzione europea è nel tentativo di sconfiggere una malattia europea, e questa malattia si chiama nazionalismo. Allora io credo che dobbiamo essere molto attenti ai fenomeni che si stanno producendo nei paesi europei e che vorrebbero farci tornare indietro. Che il futuro di un paese come la Macedonia del Nord è insieme a noi, però questo dipende molto dai giovani.
We talked about problems that we have in our town and a few concerns that we have as a students. After the debate, we went and cleaned the park in our city.
Another great day in Gostivar, meeting students from the high school and inspiring debate about all the problems of the European Union and of their own. I think we all should listen more to what they have to say, because they have answers to all our dilemmas.
Hello, my name is Petar Nikolovsky, and today we had a debate with the EU Ambassador Samuel Bogar. I'm from Kumanovo. My hometown is ranked the second most polluted city in Europe, and I think we need to raise some awareness, and we need to make a big propaganda in favor for the ecology.
We talked about a lot of different subjects. One of the subjects was corruption. Corruption is a very big issue in our country, and it needs to be solved fast. With coming up to the solution to corruption, we can solve all the other different issues.
We talked about a lot of stuff, but mainly us, the students who entered the discussion, had questions like what will be the pros if our country gets into the European Union, what will be the cons if our country gets into the European Union. But mainly we discussed about the educational system of our country.
Денес со амбасадорот Жбогар комунициравме на темата за иселување на младите од Македонија и како тој проблем може да биде решен доколку зборот на младите се слушне. Не е целта да влеземе во Европската Унија и да се подобри државата, туку ние да ја подобриме државата со цел да станеме дел од Европската унија.
And today's discussion, I think, was one of the best. You really have great kids, and they even provoked us thinking how we can help strengthen their voice in the society.
More of the question were based on the Brexit matter, UK, Great Britain exiting the EU, and what will be the cons and pros. And after that, we spoke about the situation in our country and what is going on with the political parties, and what the EU can actually do to help this country to go forward, to enter negotiations and hopefully enter the EU.
It's a very, very important future procedure in North Macedonia, and to keep focus on EU in the different field.
Thank you very much for being open to us, for being honest and open. But we are reflecting just now how we can strengthen the voice of young people, how we can bring your voice, the problems that you mentioned here, to the society. So we'll see. In the next weeks, I think we will be working on it, and I hope that will be something, a small puzzle that will help improve the situation. But thank you very much for being and for being so honest today. Thank you.
Today we had a discussion with the ambassador, which was really fun. We covered a lot of topics, what the problems are with the country. I think the way forward for this country is we have to stop dividing ourselves, because we divide ourselves a lot. We can't function as one. Macedonians don't want to work with Albanians. Muslims don't want to work with Christians, and that's a really huge problem. Because if we want to get in the EU, we have to work as one.
The topic I liked the most was the topic about the educations and how us, the people, as individuals, should be the change in the world that we want to see.
We talked about a lot of topics that we as young people were interested about, but mostly I'm very glad that people like the ambassador, people who have a say in important things, want to see what we as young people think about the world.
Selfie culture, which just reflects focusing on yourself. And what I got today is that you definitely are not focusing on yourself, but you're really looking around, and happy to hear that so many are volunteering and really are concerned with the future of the planet, of the society, and of your country.
We got to talk about a lot of topics. One of them was about the Erasmus Plus projects and just students in general, and I felt really encouraged about it because he mentioned that a lot of new projects are coming our way, and that's really awesome for us because as the youth in this country, we have a lot more to give to the people, and I feel like it's important to keep us safe and encourage us to do a lot of different projects, study, and just change cultures in a big way. So during that conversation with the ambassador, I gave the proposal to make a yearly exchange in the European Union with North Macedonia, so that we can experience a little bit of their culture and bring it back here, so we can bring a strong unity together.
We discussed on various topics about our community, and we suggested some good ideas. We actually suggested that since our town doesn't have a measuring station for air pollution, having one in the near future will help raise awareness so people can understand that our town is polluted as well.
Today we met the ambassador and we had a chance to ask him about any topic we as young people were interested in. I was very happy that we had a chance to learn about Erasmus+, and we had a chance to talk about our educational system and how to fix it.
The meeting we had today with the ambassador was quite lovely, and we talked about many of the issues we have with our environment and how to better them.
Bye.
Dobar dan, spoštovani veleposlanik, lepo vas pozdravljamo iz Ohrida. Veselimo se sodelovanja, upamo, da se bomo veliko naučili.
Vi благодарам isto tako, vi благодарам mnogo na topli zborovi. I'm just interested, what European is associated with in the country.
When I think of the European Union, I first think of unity, more nations united together.
I think of a better future.
I think of peace and cooperation between the countries.
When I think of the European Union, I think of many different countries helping each other and striving to be better together.
Okay, so first of all, I'm thankful for the invitation to this debate, and I'm so intrigued by the knowledgeable ambassador.
It was my pleasure that I got the chance to tell my experience about the Erasmus+ project, and we had a great talk about that with the ambassador, and I hope that there will be more projects like this in the future, and also I'm grateful for the opportunity to be part of this.
I would just say, be positive, remain positive, but stay negative regarding the virus. And I wish us all that we come out of this as soon as possible and stronger than before, with many lessons learned that will help us for the future. Thank you for joining.
As the way of education is gonna change as we enter in European Union.
I want to ask what are the benefits when we get in the European Union?
I'm also happy to be on the chat with young people because you still think out of the box, and that's why it's always inspiring talking to you. To hear your comments or to hear your questions, which also reveal a lot about what you're thinking about. So I appreciate. I think it's mutual enjoyment. But thank you very much.
We'll learn valuable lessons regarding European Union and his opinion and the support offered during this pandemic to North Macedonia. It was an amazing experience, and we can't wait to meet him in person in Bitola and showing some of our eco action as it's famous as Metis of Pasta.
we learned so much new information about the education and the European Union itself, and we were able to talk open and get the honest answers, and we have actually no limits in the talking, so we are looking forward to many more debates like this.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Žbogar. Големо е задоволството да се биде дел од оваа дебата.
You said that students are ready to go to the European Union. Спремни да одат во Европска унија, мислим that you said. So I can tell you that I've had several debates like today with the high schools across the country. And I cannot agree more.
I'm thankful for the opportunity and for the honest answers of the ambassador.
When we put forward our questions toward the ambassador, he didn't evade a single question. He was honest with us, and he basically told us everything that came on top of his mind, which is really trustworthy, because that's what we're going to need further with this political situation regarding our joining in the European Union.
The discussion was very in-depth, but I really liked the points that the administrator took, and especially on the Erasmus part, because as I see, there is a lot of potential in there, and I would like to see even more Erasmus projects come to our country.
I'm really glad to see that the youth actually cares about the future and that it concerns them. And I'm just really glad that I got to witness this.
Discussions with the students that I have, it's like a transfusion of blood. You know, it's like I'm getting fresh blood, because it's really encouraging to see these young people so enthusiastic, not only about European Union but about life in general. So critical about situation at home usually. I mean, in the society, which is good. That they are watching critically the life around them. They have ideas what needs to be changed. They have ideas how the country could be better, and we should stimulate that.
First of all, I'd like to thank the people behind this project and thank the EU ambassador for taking our questions and not shying away from controversial ones, giving us straight answer and good ones, and applaud the organization and the ambassador for, rather than debating politicians, they took the time to debate with high schoolers, as they clearly see where the future of the European Union, and continue to climb the European ladder and join that big family once and for all.
Ваквите дискусии не ја покажуваат само декларативната заложба на Европската Унија, туку и во пракса даваат до знаење дека таа се грижи за младинското мислење и за младинската партиципација. Приликата со амбасадорот Žbogar беше вистинска за да се адресираат сите наши прашања, сите наши мислења и сите сугестии, зашто ние докажавме дека како млади луѓе се грижиме за нашата иднина и нашиот просперитет.